Stockton Rust, the CEO of Oceangate, died along with 4 others when the Titanic submersible of his company's underwater exploration imploded during a dive. He made it abundantly known that he was opposed to what he called overregulation. In a 2019 interview with the Smithsonian, Rust bemoaned how regulations stifled innovation. He claimed that while the commercial submersible industry has not suffered an injury in over 35 years and is absurdly safe as a result of the regulations, neither has it innovated nor expanded as a result of the regulations. The exact reverse, however, is true, according to a seasoned sub-specialist whose Florida-based company designs and builds submersibles, who told Insider in an interview on Tuesday. Innovation is not hampered by certification. According to Triton Submarines CEO and co-founder Patrick Leahy, certification is the crucible in which ethical innovation can take place. Leahy was one of many influential business people who signed a letter to Oceangate in 2018 citing safety worries about the company's novel carbon fiber and titanium Titasub. "We were all worried that if anything happened to this craft that Oceangate built, it would be bad for all of us." Sadly, he was the one who labeled the Titan sub accident and tragedy of last month preventable. There is a significant difference between an experimental craft that complies with no regulations and a carefully and thoughtfully designed and engineered machine that is fully certified and accredited, said Leahy, the sub-expert who called independent oversight of deep-sea vessels. He said the accreditation aspect of the Oceangate's now imploded Titan contraption and the vessels built by Triton Submarines and others in the industry. Vehicles that have been developed without any form of third-party oversight shouldn't be used by essential personnel because there is no guarantee that they are secure. On June 18, Oceangate's Titan collapsed. British wealthy explorer Hamish Harding, British Pakistani businessman Shahzada Dalewood and his 19-year-old son Suleiman, French adventurer Poul, and Marie Nargila were all killed while on an expedition to the Titanic shipwreck in the North Atlantic Ocean. The Titan was never subjected to the process of an impartial business determining if it met industry standards. A recent interview with Guillermo Zuenlein, a co-founder of Oceangate who left the company in 2013, revealed that just because your credential doesn't guarantee your safety. "We went much beyond what any other sub-operator was doing at Oceangate in terms of safety, at least during the time I was there." Oceangate even made this claim in a 2019 blog post on its website about why Titan, its tragic ship, wasn't certified, saying that the procedure to do so was a drawn-out one that limited innovation. But before that, how is it possible for a corporation like Oceangate, which collaborates with Washington State University, Boeing, and NASA, to be involved in a vessel that is not certified? Let's begin with the Washington State University specific intern stories. Please leave me a comment below with some suggestions for future videos you want to see on this channel before we go on. I wrote this story specifically for you guys after you begged for more Oceangate tales. So let's go on. Students from WSU Everett will have contributed to making it possible when a 5-person submersible sinks to the bottom of the North Atlantic as part of a historic series of private tours to map the infamous RMS Titanic's wreckage in 3D images. Mark Walsh, an electrical engineering graduate from the WSU Boyland College of Engineering and Architecture who graduated from WSU Everett in 2017, claimed that the entire electrical system that was our design, we executed it, and it works. All of our systems are sinking like the Titanic while we stand on the verge of making history. It is a fantastic sensation. The Titan, a Cyclops-class submarine being constructed at the port of Everett, was created by Oceangate, a company based in Everett. It makes use of cutting-edge carbon fiber technology as well as more basic technologies, seen in common gaming controllers. The world's most renowned shipwreck, which is located about 400 miles off the coast of Newfoundland in 12,000 feet of water, will take up to 5 hours to explore during a dive lasting up to 8 hours, including 90 minutes for the down and back journey. The connections between Oceangate and WSU Everett got their start when students from the university's Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers Club took a group tour of the company's facilities. When Oceangate's Director of Engineering Tony Nissen discussed some of the issues the company had during the tour, Walsh and fellow student Nick Nelson offered answers. At the time, Walsh served as the club's treasurer. Prior to Nelson joining the company after Walsh joined as an intern, both students agreed to full-time positions after graduation. He is currently Oceangate's lead electrical engineer. He remarked with a chuckle, "I'm in charge of anything that has electrons flowing through it, including displays, keyboards, iPads, Wi-Fi, and sonar." Nelson and 2 WSU Everett interns are among the 5 people on his team. The system integration and test engineer is Nelson. "We built a complete Internet of Things network on the submarine, allowing you to operate devices like lights by simply sending an Ethernet packet." Walsh selected Jessica Woods as an intern after noticing her work in an engineering class at WSU Everett. Nelson also suggested senior Doug Yamamoto, who was offered an internship due to his background in software engineering. These internships raise the bar for practical education, in this case, below sea level. The cooperation is just one of many instances of how businesses and WSU Everett collaborate to enhance academic initiatives and job possibilities for students. A cinematographer, a pilot, a mission specialist, a scientist, and a representative from Oceangate must all be able to fit in the submersible, and electricity must be available for all of their equipment. According to Walsh, whenever the submersible is detached, it must use its limited battery power to power those gadgets. The more system power is required for those devices, the less power is available for crucial functions like life support, movement, or illuminating your path underwater. Rust particularly looked to hire younger people, Sharif Edmund Del Darby of the law firm Hill Darby Ritter Trial Lawyers told the Herald. He reaffirmed Rust's remarks made off the record, according to which the Oceangate had sought a team in part based on who would approach problems creatively given their youth and optimism. The team's ignorance of key safety issues or design problems that an older, more seasoned engineer would have identified was the next question the attorney posed. David Lockridge, a former director of marine operations and chief pilot, claimed Titan was a lemon, and unsafe to dive in the same year Oceangate's did. The New Yorker reports that he was sacked after voicing his worries in 2018 regarding the testing procedures for Oceangate's. The carbon fiber hull of the craft, which experts now believe may have contributed to the implosion, was one of several crucial components that Lockridge found to be flawed or unproven with the Titan. He concluded that until the necessary corrective measures are in place, Cyclops to Titan should not be manned. Any of the forthcoming trials. Apparently, he wrote. Rust, who supposedly has Lockridge in his crosshairs. His findings prompted the leadership team, who argued that no hull testing was required, to a meeting. According to the New Yorker, in a report, Lockridge identified numerous crucial Titan components as being flawed or unproven. He also expressed his concerns about the craft's carbon fiber hull, which experts today believe may have contributed to the Titan's implosion until the right remedial measures are put in place and the situation is resolved. Titan's Cyclops shouldn't be manned. Any of the forthcoming trials. Apparently, he wrote. Rust, who supposedly has Lockridge in his crosshairs. Days after the tragic excursion, the institution told the Daily Herald in a statement that it has no alliance with Oceangate and requested a meeting with the leadership. Some of our graduates have worked at Oceangate, as we are aware. We do not know what Oceangate initiatives WSU Everett alumni have been involved in or what their duties may have been outside of publicly available information. To our knowledge, just one graduate now works there. When the business relocated to Everett in 2015, a partnership between Oceangate, WSU Vert, and Everett Community College was established. Oceangate has been renting out warehouse space at the port of Everett during that time. They were developing a fleet of manned next-generation submersibles and conducting sea trials at the time. By hiring interns who are still in school and then for their marketing, in my opinion, they cut costs. They claim that they developed the sub in cooperation with the University of Washington. I didn't realize that working together required hiring students as interns to create one of the most crucial components of a deep-sea submersible because years of experience are irreplaceable. However, they don't break things if you operate in a known environment, as the majority of submersible manufacturers do. Like this video if you enjoyed our company. What do you think about the current situation? Leave your thoughts in the comments section.